Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be another one for the series, the difference between a narcissist behaviour and your behaviour. If this is the first video in the series you're listening to, more often than not, when people get out of a narcissistic relationship and start learning about the disorder and what they've been through, some of the behaviours can be very similar and people can start to question whether they were the narcissist or whether they are the narcissist or why they are acting in the way they are acting. And more often than not, there is a big difference behind the intentions within the individual person's behaviour. A narcissist's intentions is usually to exploit people because they feel entitled to have everything their own way. They feel envious of others, so they seek to bring other people down, and they lack the empathy to care. With those who are not on the disorder, they are usually seeking to help people out, to pull people up, to make connections, to get along with people. So this video is going to be the difference between a narcissist moving straight on and you finding somebody new, as more often than not, nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist who needs a place to stay. And more often than not, a narcissist will move on before they've even discarded you. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might have been dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. So when it comes to a narcissist moving straight on, when it comes to a narcissist, they need a supply, whatever supply that narcissist needs, whether it's a supply of monetary items, whether it's a supply of attention, whether it's a boost to their ego, whether it's a supply of sympathetic attention, whatever supply it is to that narcissist, that is what they are looking for. Narcissistic parents can and will discard one child for another. Narcissistic friends will discard one friend for another. Narcissistic partners will discard their husband or wife for somebody new. A narcissistic boss will discard one worker for another worker. Most narcissists will discard people when it suits the narcissist, simply because that person isn't meeting the narcissist's needs. Nobody moves on faster than a narcissist who needs a place to stay, needs to prove to others that they are normal, needs to gain attention from others, needs to play the hero, needs to prove to others that they're not the problem, needs to gain sympathetic attention from others, needs to gain money from others, needs a car to drive around in. Narcissistic adult children will suck up to their parents to gain something from their parents, and then once they've got their need met, they will abandon their parents again. Narcissistic partners will love bomb somebody. They will create that fast involvement with somebody. They will shower people with affection. They will shower people with time. They will shower people with gifts. They will use the love languages to love bomb people, to create that fast involvement, and they'll be there with other "I've never felt this way about anybody before" to pull you in quickly so that they can discard whoever they are with and move straight on with you. There is rarely a gap between a narcissist and their relationships. There is with some. The cerebral narcissist can tend to get more into books than partners. They will have a supply of something. And more often than not, when they do move on, they'll be flaunting that new relationship with other people to make you feel bad, to show to the outside world, look at what I've got. Because a narcissist is envious of others, believing that others are envious of them, when they've moved on to a new partner, they want to gloat, they want to brag, they want to boast how good they have got it. But they're only showing to the outside world the bits that narcissist wants the outside world to know about, wants the outside world to hear about. What they don't show is what truly happens behind closed doors, which will be the same as to what happened with you. When narcissistic parents drop one child to pick up another child, it says nothing about the child, more about the parent who is looking for that conditional love. The child isn't serving that narcissist's needs, so that narcissist is no longer interested in that child. So they'll pick up another child that will meet their needs, that will meet their desires, that will supply them with that attention. And again, they're only going to show to the outside world what an amazing parent they are, the bits that they do for the child that look good to others. They're not going to show to the outside world the true intentions behind their behaviour, and they will scapegoat the other child that they have abandoned to place the blame of the narcissist behaviour on the scapegoat child and not the narcissist themselves. The same as partners. They will scapegoat their exes. They will accuse their exes of being crazy. They will accuse their exes of being obsessed. And yes, with the trauma bond and things like that, exes can come across this way, which narcissists know exactly what to say to get people to play into their smear campaign, so that the narcissist seems like the innocent victim to gain sympathetic attention. A narcissist will scapegoat their exes to get away with their behaviour. In a friendship group, a narcissist will single out one friend to scapegoat within that friend, to blame the friend that everything that went wrong within the dynamics of that relationship, so that the narcissist can escape taking any form of responsibility, can escape having any accountability for their behaviour, to escape facing any consequences for their behaviour. When a narcissist moves straight on, their intentions are to get their needs met. They are selfish. They are in it for their own gains, their own self-serving justification, whatever it is, to that individual narcissist. Due to those characteristics of the disorder, such as a belief they are special, a sense of entitlement, envious of others, so they seek to destroy others, believing that others are envious of them, so they seek to put on that admiration face to show to others how good they've got it when they haven't really got it that good. That lack of empathy to care for other people, and that preoccupation with their ideal, with getting their needs met. That belief system within their own minds is their intentions behind their behaviour, because it's their core beliefs, it's what they think is the way that the world works. They might believe that other people work in that same way, so they're going to get in there first, they're going to discard people first, they're going to hurt people first, and they're going to paint out to the outside world how perfect they are, because they believe that everybody else is imperfect, and they believe themselves to be perfect because they don't want to recognise their own wrongdoings. They don't want to recognise their own mistakes. And as none of us are perfect, we all make those mistakes. Somebody moving straight on is usually because they're looking for connection. They're looking for growth. They're looking to get along with other people. More often than not, those that come away from a narcissistic relationship can be isolated from support and can remain single. It's a personal, individual choice. If people want to stay single, they want to stay single. If people want to find a new relationship, they want to find a new relationship. However, those not on the disorder aren't doing either to exploit another person. They're doing it to gain that connection with another person, to learn from other people, to develop, to grow, to support somebody and have somebody support them. When someone walks away from a narcissistic friend, it's because that narcissistic friend is a drain on their life, and they're going to walk with people who are true friends, who want the best in other people, who bring out the best in you as you bring out the best in them, who don't go gossiping about people. And we can feel like it's similar because when it's a childhood friend, it's very difficult to let go of somebody you care about. When it's a childhood friend, they can gaslight and rationalise their behaviour, and you can gaslight and rationalise their behaviour. So they can ignore you for a while and pick up another friend, and you can feel hurt and left out and resentment, and you might then think, that's enough of that, I'm not going there anymore. And then when that narcissistic friend comes back with that admiration face, that play nice face, when they're treating you so well, when they're full of that charm, you get sucked back in and you become that friend again, and they discard that other friend. So you can feel, because you've done the back and forth with the narcissist, you can feel like you've been narcissistic by going back and forth. However, more often than not, you didn't discard them because you saw something better. They discarded you. The final discard with most narcissists, the final discard comes from you when you make a choice to say no more. That's it. I'm not interested what other people think. I am not getting into any form of relationship with this person ever again. They can just go and live their life while I go and live mine. We have to recognise what they are actually doing to us before we can get to that point. Some people can cheat on the narcissist. When a narcissist withholds attention, affection and support, and often when people do cheat on a narcissist, they usually end up cheating with a narcissist. Because when you're with a narcissist and they're withholding attention, affection and support, and then a narcissist comes along with that charismatic charm, supplying you with attention, affection and support, lifting you up, making you feel better, it's easy to fall for that person. Cheating isn't right. I'm not going to agree with it. People make mistakes in life. If people learn from that mistake, then it was a mistake. If people have a repeat pattern of behaviour, then that's who that person is. However, somebody who has been driven to the depths of despair, it's a bit like abuse and reactive abuse. When someone has been crushed, when they've had their spirit crushed, their hopes crushed, their dreams crushed, when they are being neglected and someone comes to raise them up, it's easy to be tricked by that person. And once they fall into that trap, they can cheat on the narcissist. However, they would have feelings such as guilt, remorse, shame. They would at some point come clean. They would be honest with other people about it. They would learn from it. They would grow from it. Some people do end up cheating and do end up with somebody who is there for them. I haven't met anybody this has happened to yet. However, it is a possibility. Everything is possible. But again, it's all in the intentions behind the behaviour. And if somebody lacks the loyalty, if somebody lacks the respect, if somebody lacks the compassion for another person, the intentions are about themselves getting their own needs met, and most people can be selfish at one point in another within their lives. There is a difference between those that have a disorder, that believe that they should be able to behave how they want to and don't have respect for other people, and those who don't have the disorder, that make mistakes, recognise their mistakes, learn from their mistakes and do their best not to repeat their mistakes. And it's very difficult to recognise mistakes when you have a narcissist gaslighting you, when you have a narcissist blaming you for everything that goes wrong within a relationship, scapegoating you, getting you to doubt yourself, question yourself, overanalyze everything that you do. Learning to recognise your emotions, learning to recognise your instincts, even if you don't know what those instincts are telling you. Learning to slow things down when you meet new people, get to know people for who they are and not who they sell themselves to be. Slow things down, take things at a pace that suits you. Learn your values, learn your belief system, create your boundaries. Say no to people if it doesn't match who you are as a person. Start doing the things that you enjoy doing for you, finding your own inner happiness so that you can share that happiness with other people, and learn to walk away from those that bring out the worst in you. We can all get pushed past our limits, and if somebody enjoys baiting us into going past our limits and reacting to them, that somebody is not somebody we want to be around. Learning to let go of people, learning to let people go and live their lives while we go and live ours, is a valuable skill set, just as much as learning our values, our beliefs, creating our boundaries, taking things slow and getting to know people for who they are. And remember, although behaviours can be similar, it's the intentions behind those behaviours that count. So know your reason why. Before you do something, try to work out your reason why. Try to do the right thing. And then when someone comes at you telling you that your reason isn't your reason and that you're not doing the right thing, stand in your truth. Remind yourself of your reason why. Remind yourself that you're doing the right thing. And don't let other people's opinions of you get you questioning who you are, or get you questioning your own intentions behind your own behaviour. If anyone has any thoughts on the video, please do add that into the comments. I shall add this video into the playlist of the difference between a narcissist behaviour and ours. I shall also add into the description of the video on the difference between a narcissist behaviour and protecting ourselves, our recovery. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.